Pain in the eyeballs. Hmm. Wait, there it is. Kind of grab it on the table right now. Mm, fuck. Hmm. Dang. Are you sad because the game is gonna end, or because they're really frustrating bosses? Considering that it's a Souls like, maybe you'll unlock a new game plus where there's like different stuff. Mm. That's annoying. You like have to sign in to play. It's not just like downloaded on the system and you can just play it. Getting a quick first coat on these so that later paint can grip better. I think I'm gonna do these little teeth red. Huh. Okay, so you like, I don't know how PlayStation stuff works. I know there's like is it like the Game Pass or whatever? Where as long as you have it, you can play the games without having to like buy the whole game. Be like, Mama. Mama, I require the password. Mama, I am so close to the end, Mama. Oh, okay, that kind of thing. Yeah, I forgot about that for a little bit. Okay, that makes sense, because it's like a service, so... Like, got a crazy looking skull right now. Mm, yeah, that'll work. Maybe like, is this like brighter? Oh, right, for this is like a nozzle. Considering using that for details, I'm not sure. Otherwise, this is like the brightest red I have, so. Mm. I guess you could sneak over and be like, hey, let me know when you have a free moment. I can't remember the freaking password. I hope she's not the type to get like really pissed off over petty stuff like that. Definitely gonna require several coats, but that's fine. But I probably should have put on some MSC on this as a primer, but I didn't think about that. Oh, okay, yeah, because it might be like, you just logged into a new device. So we're gonna be fucking weird and log you out of everything or something. Well, you could probably be like, I don't know if it'll log you out, so let me know when you have a moment. Let me know when you're taking a little break. Mm-mm. I was gonna sew some of these, like, hanging off the tongue. Mm, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I want to, like, hang this. Because I don't want to glitter everywhere. Hang it right from the top, because it might still fall forward a little bit, but I don't know. I'll have to do, like, little tests. Because I want it to be hanging slightly sideways and slightly forward. Like, I could find out by hanging a string around it. Hmm. Oh, okay. Heck, gotta wait for her to take a break then, I guess. Hmm. Have something where I can test that. Hmm. Yeah, it can be good to take a break. Work on your projects. Hmm. trying to think of what wires I have available. I have some like armature wire, but it's way too soft. I don't know if I want to sacrifice a coat hanger. I could have sworn I had some coat hanger wire somewhere. I think that would be good for this because I could like have a firm wire and I could like maybe curve it a bit so that when it goes like I could, like put it through and then sort of hook it in so it holds in better. Nah, I don't want it to be too weighty. Also, I want this to like eyeballs are gonna go here eventually. So I don't want it to be hanging like straight forward. I want it to be hanging down a little bit and sideways a little bit. Because I want to hang this over my like little DDR setup in the garage. So I kind of want it to be like facing the player, which is just me. I'm the only one who plays DDR in this house. Not in the world. That would be crazy. We could do a test where I could like stick a little wire in here, have it. I'm trying to figure out like how. Okay, if anything, this thing seems like it's kind of back heavy. Probably because there's just such a large amount of mirrors back here. And like maybe if I hang it from one of these little bits. Even right there, there's a gap between the mirrors, so I might not necessarily have to remove any mirrors. Just put something through there and then it'll like hang kind of like that. But there. I don't know how to do wire wrapping, and I want to keep as much of the mirror tiles visible as possible. I want to be able to like hook something into the skull because it's just styrofoam. It's like a pretty thick styrofoam, but probably in a little bit I'll take a break and see if I can find some thick wire in one of my crafting stashes. I should have looked earlier, but I forgot. I'm so impatient with painting. I want to do next coat immediately. Well, I'm doing really thin coats of acrylic, so it's actually pretty dry already. I want to keep their wires on so it's easier to hang them up. I wonder if I would have to put some kind of counterweight in the front because it seems like it wants to tip back more than anything. But also I want to keep weights to a minimum. Probably only need one more little coat to get the parts that are still kind of gray. I'm pretty sure spines aren't supposed to make that noise. Well, the paint water Loki looks kind of appetizing. I just need some chocolate. I did bring out a little Reese, so I can have that in a minute. Need to build up, definitely. Fucking goddammit. Considered making the teeth glittery, but I'm not sure I want to do that, so if the glitter could mind its business, please. Please. I'll find a better way of holding these, but what if I just held them? Oh, heck, wait, I do have, wait, where's my museum putty again? Here? There it is. I wonder if this would help. Mm. Maybe I should get like a different paintbrush so I can do the red with one and the white with the other. Because I'm gonna need a lot of coats. Gotta put this one back and get another paintbrush one. Grab my whole thing of paintbrushes. Dang it, what happened there? I gotta, there's this stuff that's like, brush reshaper. Good for rounded shapes. Oh, I forgot to get another, okay, I'll put this back and I'll get another cup. one for the teeth, and this one for the eyes. Hydration check. Mm. Mm. Oh. This one has my strawberry cup. It broke off. I'd like to drill a new one, but it used to have like a little charm hook with a keychain of a strawberry hanging off of it. Do I have a keychain over here? I can't remember where I have the keychain exactly right now, but I'd like to drill a hole in one of the leaves so I can have a keychain hopping off it again, hanging off of it again, because I think it's very funny to put a keychain on your freaking water cup. Mm, okay, I think that tongue's holding on pretty good, and it still has a wire in it so I could pose it. Colored these red earlier. They were just clear, but I used like a Sharpie and some sealant to make them red, and hopefully that works. I was thinking of just like using red thread and sewing these on so they just kind of dangle off the tongue. God, there's so much cat hair in here. Gross. I'm gonna put like at least 3. Mm, mm. Little tongue piercing here. Come on. Damn, I thought I drilled it big enough. Come on. Maybe I have to drill it a bit bigger. Oh, wait, it's going. Okay. Be like different lengths hanging down. Mm. Oh, that must have been what my housemate was talking about earlier. Because we had to look up the anagram or the not anagram acronym RPF because neither of us knew what a real person fic is. Well, we knew what they are, but we think they're gross, so we had to look it up. And she was like, it has something to do with some YouTubers named Dan and Phil, and I was like, oh, those really fucking pasty English guys. Yeah, unfortunately, people ship them a lot, so okay. If they're actually together, that's nice. It's still creepy to ship real people, but that's good for them. Yeah, I've always known about people shipping actual people, but like it's gross, and I severely judge anyone who does it. Like even before I knew what shipping was, there was always like They'll be like, "Oh, who is this celebrity dating? Do you think did you like their previous partner before, or what?" And I'm like, "Why does it fucking matter? It's gross. People have their own damn private lives." Yeah, okay, I'll put this back through here so that I can hide the tail. I'll do that a few times. And the little blood drops. Cute. And it's like there's silly crack ships and stuff like that, where it's like a joke, but some people get really into it. It's like, bro, them's real people. You can do that with fictional characters, but like, hold this up as if it's hanging and see. Now some dripping off like this side too. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. It's like, I mean, honestly, people can be into some weird stuff as long as they keep it fictional, as long as it doesn't involve like children or animals. There are people who read some shady stuff, but it's like a therapeutic thing or something. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I don't really understand that, but not hurting anyone. Mm, mm, okay, it's a squick for me, but but like, yeah, shipping real life people is one of those things where I'm just like, like I guess if someone did do that, as long as they weren't like creepy about it, because some people like send their fics or their fan art or something to the actual people, uh, which is creepy. Yeah, once I like learned about the whole Omegaverse thing one time, and I was like, "What?" So I like looked it up, like what is that? And yeah, wow, the fans have a whole ass fictional universe going on with their own fictional reproductive systems. Like, okay, weird. And first reaction that I kind of still agree with is that it feels like Fujoshis who love yaoi so much they want to completely erase women from the entire equation of even having to have women in the first place. Because there's like, no matter who says like, oh, yaoi is actually an exploration of queerness by and for queer people, I'm like, yeah, okay, but I've known so many straight girls who just hate themselves and other women who just use it because they hate themselves and other women. Like, it might be revolutionary for you, but don't act like the entire movement is. So I'm just like, the Omega stuff is like, yeah, sure, it's some people's kink or whatever. It's weird to me. As long as people aren't being creepy, then whatever. Create a fucking bibliography. Mm-hmm. Doing the thing where you quickly alt tab to evade the teacher's gaze. Be like, hey, how's your homework or whatever coming along? And you're like, click, just fine, absolutely fine. Freaking college level thesis. I was about to mention another really weird fetish universe, and then I was like, actually, nah, that one bothers me more than Omegaverse. There's another one where I was like, huh, what a strange and niche thing. I'm gonna destroy my search history with my curiosity. And then later I was like, wow, okay, I thought it was gonna be a tiny little niche thing, but there's like a whole community dedicated to this. I should have just watched that iceberg tip float by instead of following it down into the depths. A timeline of a Megaverse would be fascinating, though. You're like, when did certain tropes come into play? What was the first thing that started it? This one to be a little short. Playing a risky game there. can't get like the little dangly drops. Okay. Heck. Some more coats of paint. I think I only need one more on the eyeballs, so that's good. Well, until I do the iris and the pupil. I'll open this first. I'm wondering if I should put like UV resin on this and let it dry in the sun tomorrow. Well, it's been so overcast and windy and rainy, I'm not sure how well that would go. Because I want it to be really glossy, but I might just have to go with a gloss spray coating. Stay in place. the the potentiality of the school staff having to learn about what a megaverse is. Fucking. Parts of it are drying too fast as I'm brushing it on, and they're creating a texture that's almost like bone. Isn't quite what I'm going for here. Hopefully I can gloss that out. Hmm. Use this one. Mm. Kind of want to put some of the trippies on the eyes. Come out like that. Dang it. That's fine. Yeah, that'll look good hanging from there. Hmm. Nice. Probably should have left these out of here so I could work on them some more, but I just really wanted to put them in the eyes. Hmm. Yeah, me too. It's kind of hard to not be woke when you're just like literally a certain type of people. Like, there are certain types of people whose very existence is these days considered woke. Like, okay, gotta be one of the stupidest cases of white people taking over the usage of a word made by the black community. Instead of making, well, they did make it lame. Instead of making it just lame, the racists also get super worked up about it. Come on. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's the same thing as when I was a kid. It was called PC culture, which means politically correct. PC means politically correct, and so people be like, "PC culture is out of hand. You can't make jokes anymore." Yeah, I don't think future anyone should be writing anything with ChatGPT or AI in general, but usually just Shabu. Shijibita. Yeah, don't write with AI. Write with Al. Weird Al. Make a parody song. Put some effort into your work, like Weird Al does. Mm-hmm. I got that and that. Okay. Stretch check. Mm. Can I consider if I want to put some kind of sealant on the eyeballs before I paint them? But like before I paint the irises on, I already painted. Whoa. My right arm keeps Charlie horsing, and I'm like, I'm not even doing that much. Oh, there it is. I have this ancient tin canister that used to hold surgical plaster. But I think the circle of this is it's like a little. I'll be able to put the eyeball in there. I think it would be the perfect size for the iris. Yeah. Might just be able to indent it in the paint. perfect when I want to get it pretty close to being right on top. That sort of kind of worked a little bit. I should just trace it with a pencil. A little bit too big. Heck, let me see. I want them to be kind of cartoony, but hanging down a little bit like that. I think that's fine. Okay. Fuck. Not to touch that too much. Mm. It's fucked up paint. Mm. Mm. I'm looking at it might be too big, so I want it to be hanging down like that. I want the eyes to be visible. I'm like, is that too big? Mm. I'm gonna have to let that dry so I can build up more. Hmm. Oh, maybe I could have a blood drop coming out of the nose. That would look good. Like right in the corner there. To cut off a little piece of wire and stick it in there, and that's all. There we go. And they're turning out more, like just slightly into purple red, and not enough bright red. That might help brighten it up a little bit. Into orange red. Damn it. I think I want to do the pupils just straight black circles, but I also kind of want to make them like little music notes or something. That probably won't be really visible from far away, so I'll probably just make them straight black circles. I'm gonna need something to mark that out. Do I have? But no. Ow. My legs started falling asleep. Gotta look for something, Burb. Okay, I don't know where it is right now, but I have like a little mini spray bottle. I was like, the little cap that covers the spray nozzle might be the perfect size for the pupil, but I don't know where it is. That would be a good size, maybe? Take a sip of tea. Right, I was gonna look for, I just had an idea about how to hang this. I was thinking like I could possibly use one of the thinner wires I have and twist it together so it's like kind of like a screw, so it has grip. And then I was like, I have actual screws, like wood screws and drywall screws for a wall. What if I just like screwed one of those in, and then it would hopefully hold on to the foam pretty well? Yeah, they could put like glue on it or something, like a slow drying glue, and I could anchor that in. Okay, should probably do some tests to see. I'm gonna do this. Oh, maybe I could do the test with like this. Just a pin. I want to bend this though. What do I have the hot glue gun for again? I can't use it on the foam, it'll melt. Stuff I have the eyeballs hanging from is a bit thicker. I just need like a temporary thing so I could test where to put the screw when I put it in. I'll let that dry for a little bit so I don't mess up the paint. Right, I was gonna do some little doodles in between, waiting for this to dry. Paper out. Put this away. I kept forgetting about Inktober, so I was like, what if I just do a doodle? And I remembered that on one day. I'm just drawing like Halloween-y things. Put the captain? Hold on, the captain's scratching at the door. I gotta let him out. scratching stopped, so maybe I was confused. It could have also been one of the cats in the litter box or something. Oh, maybe it was scratching. Weird, 'cause I thought I heard him scratching, but then when I got up to check, he stopped, so I thought it was the cats in the litter box or something. Captain. Was he able to go earlier? Huh. They just being fussy again. Well, uh, should I keep an ear out and if he scratches again, just let him out for a bit, or? Okay. Little weirdo. Okay, Goofy Ghost and the Goblin Witch. I'm impatient, so maybe these are dried enough to put a little bit more red on there. It's covering up pretty well. Oh, it looks kind of creepy on the screen because it's so bright on the screen. Open that first. Mm. Come on. Trying to pick out a bunch of red sequins from this old, very old bag of little sequins. Um, enough? So I'll make sure I have enough so when I'm like gluing these on, I don't have to go back in and dig for more sequins. Hmm. Okay. I'm mostly just tired of digging these out of here now, so there's one right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm tired of taking those out of there. Hmm. Maybe like cap of the Sharpie. I was finally able to borrow a red Sharpie from Skeleton. Like, be a bit small. Might be okay. Toss this real quick. Set that down. bump on it, but could be a good size. Too big. Let me see if I can find something slightly smaller than this. Hydration check. Sometimes a song is just gonna be the only song you listen to for like an indefinite amount of time. Mm-hmm. Too wide. Project I gotta finish back there. Oh, maybe a Posca cap would be the same size. Oh, God damn it. Dropped a bunch of stuff. I'll have to get those from behind the cabinet later. Not the cabinet, the desk. I think it's about the same size as the other marker, but it's could be perfect. It doesn't have the nub on it, so I go around that. Gotta support them Canadians. From Canada, where you live. They're in Canada land. Oh! I've never had 900 plus at once. Well, I did have a significant amount, but I turn them all into strings when I can, because there's that one vendor in Bellhart, who can make like larger strings, so it's the $20 fee isn't nearly as much to worry about. But goddamn, dude, ow, rip. I gotta run the restroom. Oh, okay, you can reach the racks on strings. Alright. Grinding out there, getting that bread. I think I'll probably use the Posca pen as a reference there. That would work? Hold on. The currency in Silksong. Ah, rip, dude. Okay, wait, this one might be better because... Okay. I don't know what you're saying. What to? The rosaries? Those are the currency in Hollow Knight Silksong, which Jessica and I are currently obsessed with, if you have not noticed. I gotta run to the restroom, burp. stub my freaking pinky toe on the wall. Son of a beach. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess the good thing is if you ever wanted to play Silksong spoiler free, you'd be set. Yeah, freaking, I can never remember when Jessica streams, but I keep meaning to lurk. Wait, fuck, it's Monday. Was that today? Heck. I keep meaning to lurk. Hmm. No. Oh, that's good. Heck, it's barely visible. If I use this pen, will it kill it? I hope not. Mm. Like, hello classmates, my apologies in advance. I'm going to have to be a problem. You see, I'm suffering from the feels. Hmm. Nice. I'm in absolutely no rush. I'm just enjoying playing. I'm kind of at a spot right now where I need to have the focus to defeat at least one of the bosses that I found. Right, there's this. I guess I'll use this one for this. Yeah, that should be good. Mm. Ah. To violently shake the paint tube. It's good for it. I am close to finishing this silly little project. Well, sort of close. I gotta put the pupils on both of these, and then I have to make sure the paint dries for a long time. Just to make sure it's gonna set properly and not be bothered when I put sealant on it. I don't know if I want to do spray sealant or if I want to do like Liquitex or Mod Podge or something. Because I have gloss in all of those. That's looking pretty satisfying now. It's got the people in there. Little spot I didn't reach there. Go. And thankfully, this black is very opaque, so shouldn't need anything else. It's not perfectly circular, but also I don't super care because it's not gonna be like something that we're gonna look at very closely. And like I have some friends who like follow pagan or Wiccan stuff, like they actually do witchcraft rituals and stuff like that. Whoops, I forgot. I have to trace the guide on. And a lot of people, like a long time, people have just assumed I'm some kind of witch. Like, oh, you witch, you do witch stuff. I mean, you grow herbs and dry them in sprigs in your car. I'm always doing witchy things, and you have a cat companion. I'm like, no. I don't have an herb garden going right now, but I would really like to. I miss having an herb garden. Also, I make my tea. Yeah, garbage gamer girl. Fucking garbage gamer girl Maggie. Garbage gamer girl is such a vibe. All of the gamer girls I know are, yeah, they're absolutely just like covered in Cheeto dust. Just wretched creatures yelling at people online, dark circles under their eyes, staring at a bright screen in the darkness. I say this with love. This is, of course, all of my gamer friends. But truly, the gender binary is non existent when it comes to gamers. Yeah, unfortunately, I tried swimming for my life. I don't think Pistachio has ever been in, like, water. She does fine at cleaning herself, so even though she's pretty old, she's still very flexible and healthy. But so like I've never had to give her a bath or anything, but I feel like she would absolutely hate water. She would probably try to swim, but then make it worse and just start drowning. So it's like they tried to drown me and my cat. I swam back to shore purely so I could murder the townspeople, and then they burned me at the stake. Like, oh, you fuckers going down with me if you go after my cat. Garbage gamer girl is just something I came up with because like that's what she looks like in that panel. Put like a little bit of white right there. Otherwise, it's looking very satisfying. Right. Mm-mm. Yeah, she's been off for 2 days straight, um, playing the event in some multiplayer or whatever. Didn't take her meds, so she's wolfing out just a little bit. It's pretty fucking funny that they were like, oh, if she can swim, that means she's a witch. And if she drowns and dies, that means it was totally fine, actually. But her soul will be in heaven. I think they just like murdering people back then. Like, I'm pretty sure there were probably just some like serial killers who just wanted to get away with it, so they like hosted witch hunts and stuff. Ugh. Ow, posture check. Mm. Yeah, they probably also just wanted to steal their stuff. Try faster. I got the eyeballs hanging like up here. Yeah, wasn't that a thing in Monty Python and I think the Holy Grail, where they were actually explaining it and it was like actually the logic. Hold on. There was okay. One of the things was like was it that they thought witches were made of wood? So if you float on water like wood, you're a witch. Was that it? Oh yeah, I had to dig this out today because it was actually getting pretty chilly. It was overcast and rainy for like a few hours today. Um, I know that like in some places, having like a few hours of rain at a time is normal, but where I live, that's really weird. If it's gonna rain like really hard, it'll be like if it rains really hard, it's gonna be like a few minutes and then it'll taper off. It's gonna be light rain, it could be like maybe an hour or something like that. We don't usually get like 3 to 4 hours of rain. That's insane. So yeah, it got anyway, it got pretty chilly today. So I was like, I need my blanket. This used to be one of those micro fleece blankets, and then I badly made it into a jacket. I didn't have enough material for a hood, but I finally got a plain black blanket in this material, and I want to make a hood for it, as well as some extensions on the sleeves because these are supposed to have cuffs, so they could be a bit longer. But I didn't have enough for that. Anyway, I gotta remember to finish this jacket. Hmm. That could also be it. Like I've heard of a couple different ones. There was a thing where um they thought witches were made of wood, and then they thought that if they were unbaptized, they would be rejected. Um, like if they drowned, then they were, or if they didn't drown, they were a witch. Stuff like that. So it's probably just changed from place to place based on what people talked about it. Yeah, nice. That's a cool research project. Research project. I don't think these are about red enough. I should put did I bring it over here? I didn't. And I gotta remember this way. I'm not about to spray MSC in my room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were just serial killers. That's my belly button. How lewd. Um uh I'm mostly joking, but also I'm like, Uh yeah, I'm pretty sure they just wanted to steal people's stuff and they were serial killers and they were just covering up for that. Gotta assume. Okay, hold on. I need to what about not tacky or anything? It's pretty smooth. Okay. I'm gonna put some like I'm gonna look up see what sealants I have. and seal the top of this and let it dry so that I can I just need to paint like a little bit of this bottom part. Stick that back with Museum Putty. Okay, hold on. Oh, it is 2 hours. Belly button. No one probably even noticed, but I hadn't pointed out that my belly button was showing, but I was like, what is that in the corner of the screen? And I was like, oh, I recognize that tattoo. I want to work on this a bit more, because I'm doing pretty good on it. Like I could show it on screen. This is the skull so far, the disco skull. I've got little dangly blood droplets hanging down here, and these are the optical nerves where I'm going to attach the eyeballs, and they're going to be hanging down. This little blood drop coming out of the nose. It's kind of hard to see on the camera because it's so shiny, but yeah. Anyway, I want this to be like, alright, think of the children. Can see bare belly button. I'm gonna be scarred for life. Yeah, I was thinking of putting either a wire or, oh yeah, I was gonna use a screw, like a wood screw with really wide things on it. Thank you, because I got this there's like a whole bunch of mirror tile things at the stores right now for Halloween, and I'm so excited. And I was trying to decide between a pumpkin, a ghost, and a skull, and they were all like on sale for like $10 off because they used to be like $25, but then they went down to 15 for like a sale, and I was like, I have to get one. And I realized that I could like modify the skull, so I chose this one, turn into an art project, a little trapeze, and I'm gonna hang this over my DDR setup in the garage. Pretty happy with how it's turning out. It's matching my vision pretty well, which was take the disco skull and then put eyeballs and a tongue and put glitter all over them. And yeah, it was pretty. It's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, right. I'm gonna look for some sealant. Hold on. I'm gonna clean out my paint water cups real quick. Get these. We get chemicals. Okay. Heck. Okay, good. Liquitex gloss varnish and also gloss Mod Podge. Was that closed properly last time? It's got like a part sticking out. Okay, still liquidy. I don't remember which one would be. Mod Podge might be a bit easier for my impatient ass because it dries a bit faster, like you can apply the coats faster. Dry 15 to 20 minutes between coats, whereas Liquitex, I think Liquitex is a bit more hardcore, but it takes like 2 hours between coats. Then again, if I like put on a coat and then like go to bed, I'm okay, it's 11 p.m. I'm not going to bed anytime soon. I could put some of this stuff on and then wait for a long time and come back to it while I like clean my desk or something. It's chaos, even more than it looks on screen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this because I would like these to be really, really solid. Mod Podge is really good though. Sometimes you need a lot of coats of it. I'm like, I could also apply this and then put it aside for a little bit, work on cleaning up for 15 minutes, go back and back and back, and then I'll be able to build up the coats faster. Then I just have to let it cure for a long time. It says museum putty on the back of it to keep it in place. Have a good night, man. I do also have less of this stuff, and it's a bit pricier. I'll save this and go with the Mod Podge because I have a freaking lot of Mod Podge. Let's see how well this works. Because the teeth are just going to be in one place and not like bobbling around. Paper in here is like disintegrating. Jeez. Why? Don't fall in there. Throw this away. It was too much for one coat. Brushing it too much, I might get bubbles. Dang it. Dang it. Still got stuck in there. Son of a bitch. Ah. Okay, got it. Messed up the paint slightly, but it's fine. want to put some like eye shinies on this, but I think I'll just put at least a couple of coats of this on first. Because in case I mess up the shinies, then it'll be easier to remove. I just realized I said I was going to like let these dry more so I could make sure the acrylic was good, so maybe I should just color the white. Color seal the white. Just to make sure the red and black don't smear. Mm. Mm. One more drippy. Not sure what to do with it. Maybe I'll have it hanging off one of the eyeballs. Let's run this to scale later. It's closing properly. Right. My back. Did check before, but okay. Holding that up to the eyeball, I think the size of the sequence will be good for going around the iris. All right, sweet. Am I done with these? I still need this one. Keep that one. I might also keep the white paint because it's matte, so it creates like a grip, which I probably should have put on this first. God damn it. My god. Tiny speck on there. I got a little bit of red paint on there. think I want the teeth like there and there. I have to hold them up later to make sure, so I take off the right mirror tiles. Alright, this is going good. Ah, my back. Okay. I guess I gotta get up and do some stretches. Been a little over 2 hours. I'm gonna finish my tea and clean up a little bit and put some more coats on these things that need to be sealed. Yeah. Okay, anyone hanging out, you know the drill. You gotta do your hydrates and postures and stretches and save your progress and take your meds and... That's you. Okay, she's too away for me to pet her. Pet your cat if she'll let you. And, to clean your messy ass room and finish a project or make some progress on it and eventually get the good sleepy times. And we can